Hi guys, and welcome back to Hummingbird Acres. As you can see, we are on our homestead property in Virginia, and I wanted to give you guys a quick update on what we're doing out here this week and all of the fun projects. So let's dive right in to what we're doing, the plan, and all of the work. The plan is to put the campers here. So we will pull our camper into this spot, and then my dad will back his camper in right here. I don't know what the distance will be in the between, but for now the goal is to put both campers here. This is the electrical trench that we installed, gosh, yesterday and the day before. This was a 2-day job for us, lots of work. We trenched from this box all the way to that electrical panel, buried conduit, and then through the conduit we put the power line. Now this is temporary. This is just so that we can get the campers out here. Now this actually, in the big plan for this entire property, is right in the middle of a campsite. So this is temporary. We will dig this up, but we cannot move this to its permanent home until the Connex box is gone. And the Connex box, and not gone, moved. The Connex box can't move until the barn is done. And as you can see, they are not done grading. This was really disappointing for us. When we got here the other day, they were supposed to be done. They were supposed to be done a week ago, and they're nowhere near done. So this was really disappointing for us. So dealing with that. But that is where the barn will go, and then the Connex box will move on the other side of it. But we can't move anything until that's done. We can't start the barn until that's done. Our goal is, we're hoping that tomorrow the well guy is supposed to come out. You guys know our well is down here. We can walk over here. The well guy is supposed to come out tomorrow. And the hope is that he'll put the new well pump in, and then he will trench from the well to this panel here. And at this panel, we will put the pressure tank and any other of the electrical stuff. And we'll also put a hydrant over here. So then what we should have is we'll have a hydrant here with water. Electricity's here for the pump. And then we will just run a hose. I bought extra long hoses. We'll run a hose over to that area, and we'll have water at the campers as well. So fingers crossed he is willing to do that for us. Before, he said he would not do it because they were here working on the grading. So we'll have to see what he says about all of that. Some other things in here, I can step out into the sunshine. You can see back there, they have the dump truck back here helping move the dirt. Jamie and I were talking just today when we got here about all of this ag stuff that we have on the side of this Connex box. We do need to get that moved into a better place. I was thinking, because the barn is going here, maybe we set up something over there along that tree line to store some of this stuff. It's going to keep it away from the Connex box. We can clean up around the Connex box, and it won't be such an eyesore, but we will have to see. Something else that Jamie's cousin and I spent a lot of time doing when we got down here the other day is cutting all of this. This had all overgrown again. I think we were gone 3 weeks. So just in the 3 weeks we were gone, this was all very overgrown again. We were able to cut it with a mix of the push mower and the brush hog, like the DR one that we have. But it was a lot of work, and it was rough. Hopefully, the more we can cut it, the more that it stays down. And the goal is eventually that we can get a 0-turn or a riding lawnmower, and the boys can cut it. But that, I think, is going to be something for next year. If you do remember last time we were down, this is the pollinator garden that we started to prep. And I have to say, we are so impressed with this. It's like, when you walk on it, it is not up high anymore, which tells us that Everything has basically died underneath of it. When we got here on Friday, we had a rain, and you can tell that the ground underneath it was pretty soggy after the rainstorm, which is great again, and great news, will be great for planting. We do have a little bit of grass coming up in the middle. Not concerned with that. I'm gonna go later this week and just pick that up and cut it off so that it helps it die faster. But definitely impressed with the way this worked, and super excited to plant this come spring. We also did get a couple more rolls of the landscaping mesh so that we can finish this area while we are here as well. So we will do that later this week. And Jamie's goal, like always when we're down here, is to cut all of this just so it looks nicer. And then we'll also try to cut, I did a little bit up here yesterday, but try to cut this as well. And if we have time, we will clean up around some of these trees to make them look nicer. Oh, so we brought this table from home, something we had at the house, and I think it's become one of my favorite things just because you can sit here and it stays in the shade most of the day, and it is an amazing view. So I think this is going to become one of my favorite spots on the farm, is to sit up here and look out at the garden. Alright guys, that is all for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with us at the farmhouse. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can get our next homestead update, and you can see what we are doing out here on the farm. We will talk to you guys soon.